Why wait on Washington when there's Walmart? Returning veterans having a tough time finding jobs. Walmart wants to hire vets. Any vet who wants a job. Kim Olson works with a nonprofit that helps support returning veterans reacclimate to civilian life. One of the issues is, getting to work. Kim, you like this Walmart deal? You think they're on the up and up here?
I think it's a great way to say thanks to our vets. We know, Joe, that work makes warriors well, and what a great way to help a veteran integrate back into his community by giving him a job at their local Walmart.
Why are these veterans having such a difficult time finding work?
Well, I think there's three reasons. One is when you spend a long time deployed, you kind of get yourself out of the network of finding a job. A lot of these folks come right out of high school and they enlist and then they go overseas. So a lot of them don't have the skill sets to write resumes. And the third thing is that sometimes those jobs they have in the military are tough to translate into the civilian sector, except for the great soft skills that vets bring to the table, like showing up to work on time and being disciplined and understanding about safety and command and control.
Right, their dedication is unquestionable, but maybe their experience, it's not just there. It's not right there, huh?
Being overseas and doing the business of war of the nation, sometimes it's hard to translate into the corporate world. But that doesn't mean that they won't make a great employee. They will, and obviously Walmart thinks so, and so they've offered up this ability to get a job when they first get back. I think it's great.
Well, they want to hire over 100,000 vets over the next 5 years, and they'll spend $50 billion to, and this came out yesterday, buying more American-made merchandise. Of course, you kind of wonder what Walmart's MO is here, because this comes as Walmart tries to improve its image. A lot of widespread criticism over what Walmart has done in the past. Allegations of bribes in Mexico and some safety oversight issues after a fire in one of their overseas factories that makes its close. So that being said, you still think Walmart's intentions are pure?
It's a start in the right direction, and Joe, who better to put into your employee force than veterans? Because we tend to hold others accountable. I think veterans in a workforce makes the workforce a better place. So I think it's a good idea. It's a win-win for the vets, and it's a win-win for Walmart.
Once they do find some place to work, though, I would imagine, is it difficult for them to latch on and become a valuable employee, or is it a long process, more so than someone who has work experience and has been around the block a few times?
Working at Walmart can offer two things to the vets. One is vets have great educational benefits now, thanks to some of the GI Bill that we have out there. So they could work part-time, which is important, the ability to work part-time and then go to school. And second, Walmart job may just be a transition job for them, not maybe their whole career, but just a place to get your experience, again, in the civilian workforce, relearn what it's like to be in the civilian sector, and then maybe they'll move on from there. So it's not a bad deal, again, for the veteran.
That's Kim Olson. Kim is with a group that helps support returning veterans reacclimate to civilian life.